Hello and welcome to the channel. We have a lot of stuff that's going to be happening today, and I'm going to try and fit probably 40 or so minutes of work and stuff into about 10, maybe 15 minutes of video. So, first things first, let's see if this will start. Oh, geez. Okay. That's out of the way. Let's get to it. Yes, the good old wood prop rod, and obviously the truck's over there. So what we're going to be doing today is working with this. Yes, this is going to finally be moved inside because, you know, as much as it isn't hurting anything to sit out here, I just kind of want to get it inside for a couple of reasons, which we won't discuss yet. But I kind of want to, make sure what I'm going to start to need for parts, and I want to kind of clean it up in the inside. So let's get started. Over here, though, wood prop rod. Okay, and battery charger's on there. It's going. And while we wait for this for a little bit, I have an update for everyone with the black car, obviously. Now, I know that it's been a while since it's actually been on the channel, but I do have news about it, so let's go look. Alright, so here it is. And there's a dog barking back there. So, what's the big news, you might ask? Well, it looks the same, doesn't it? And it is the same. But I got in touch with my friend who's doing the wiring harness, and he had just got started on it because he finally got a free day. And what's going to happen is we aren't doing the original plan because the ECU's dead. That's what the entire problem was. So I thought about it a little bit, and with some encouragement from a couple people, I told him, hook me up with a Z31 turboed ECU, which they will run a lot better that way, and I can do just a little bit more power on the stock ECU, and I can tune it eventually. So doing that, doing a Z31 mass airflow sensor, and going to get that back hopefully, around mid to end November. If it's a little bit later, it doesn't matter because it's going to be in the middle of winter. But hopefully by then this will be running, and the first few things that are probably going to happen is, one, it's going to run. I'm going to figure out a few little things with it. It's probably going to get in alignment because one of these wheels, I think it's this one, sits back further, so I need to adjust a whole bunch of stuff. And maybe the next thing down the road is T3 adjustable torsion rods, but those are kind of expensive. And after that, it's going to get likely bigger injectors. You can turn the boost up a little bit and intercool it, because that's a big thing with these cars. I'm going to run an intercooler, probably one from an SRT4. We don't know yet, not sure. And, just do a few things like that. And hopefully, I have figured out, because I've been doing a lot of research. Now, this goes back with, me wanting to build a 500 plus horsepower L6, which a lot of people will laugh about. And essentially, I've been doing research, and I've been finding out, the longevity issues of the engine, and especially at that high power level. And a few things I'm going to need to do is I'm going to need to get the crank race prepped, probably by a local shop here, if they have done L6 engines before, or if they, will just be like, oh yeah, bring it in and we can do our best with it. And I'm probably going to grout the block just in the bottom. And I watched this on I saw this on a group I'm in, and I won't release the guy's name because I don't know if you know, he wants that out there. But he pretty much grouted the bottom of the block so it would, well, hold up. The bottom end would be stiffer, obviously, but it would also have more pressure from the water pump to go through around the cylinders, where is a problem with these and them being a non-cross flow head, because the exhaust and the intake's right next to each other. It will cool it down better because it's sending more coolant through the head also. So that's one thing that's probably going to have to happen. I still need to figure out if I can drill into coolant ports in the block between different cylinders, which I still need to find out. But yeah, I've been doing a lot of that. I need to find a good place to get pistons and rods from, because those are a big problem. The cranks don't really go, usually. If I wanted to find an LD28 crank, that'd be great, but probably won't happen, as they are very expensive. But, you know, I think I can do it with a 2.8 liter, maybe bored to a 2.9. After that, transmission's going to go, rear end's going to go. I'll deal with that later. I just want to start building a big old horsepower engine to throw in here. Okay, maybe not like right now, but you know. And I still don't know what the turbo to go with. Obviously, a ball bearing turbo is what I would need, because it's a small displacement, not very big factory horsepowered engine. So I would need something that could spool quickly and be efficient. But what most people have done is go with a GT42R, which is essentially like those high-powered Supras. They, you know, it's wah, and then, you know, boom, power. But the other turbo that usually the people were using would spool up earlier and be all good, except it would run out of air closer to redline. And, you know, I'm thinking I can find some in between there, or do twins like Wengen Midnight. But that being that, let's move on. So I let it sit for about an hour, and it wouldn't start. Maybe not an hour, maybe about half an hour. So I had thought, well, I can just shove it back there and then I can jump it. So let's do that. Check it out. Boom. Garage should be cleared up enough so we can move that in there. I had to move a couple things, and as a lot of people probably have noticed, the cobalt is gone. Well, yeah, we got it running, and I should be doing a video about the transmission swap soon, because there are a couple things that you really should know before swapping transmissions, like the bell housing just doesn't come off. Yeah, we'll get to that in a later video, but for now, we got some things to put in here. So I'm gonna get started with that, and I will catch back up with you after it's done. So after some editing magic, just kidding, just didn't record it because it's embarrassing how ill prepared I was trying to get this in here. Yeah, it was bad, but I had my mom's help. It was awesome. It's fun. Is that really what matters? Is fun. So, anyways, 14 years in a field, 2 more years outside, and finally, it's in a garage to be parted out and make some money off of it. I mean, hood's pretty good, even though it's flaked a little bit. Engine, trans, they're good. Rear diff. Just kidding. Who do you think I am? I'm going to be putting this back together eventually. Maybe not today, maybe not tomorrow, because I am worn out after getting it in here. I had to shove it down, or up the driveway. So, you'll probably see this soon on another, you know, installment from Just Another Car channel. And, please do subscribe if you love Datsuns, no matter what kind of Datsun they are. And if you hope that this will eventually, you know, be running, same with the black one. Black one's going to be first, there's no doubt about it. And then this, my big ol' rowdy 12.5 to 1 comp ratio L6 with velocity stacked, either custom fuel injection from there or, you know, Weber carbs. Who knows? All that will come later. Do subscribe, do like, do share this with your friends. That'll be it. Thank you very much for watching. Have a great